Misery. This is the one. I'm so sorry. I judged you, and I shouldn't have. That was phenomenal.
It was fun. Pasties for breakfast.
Yes.
Pasties for breakfast. Yeah, I mean the dog would eat it. So.
Yeah, the dog would be stoked with that. What would you rate that out of? Let's say it's out of 5. What would you give that?
A 2.
Oh, controversial.
Controversial.
Oh yes, I have a mission. That mission is to score 5 pasties from the best pasty shops in Newquay. We're gonna head out, so let's do this. After some engine revving and a bit of a speedy start, we arrived in Newquay. We're on the mission, we're now in town. First pasty shop, Morris Pasties. Absolutely epic. Pasty 2 secured. Next up, Warren's.
Orange one on the corner.
Orange one on the corner, right on, right, we're good. Right,
So, how many you got?
we've got 3, Malcolm Barnacutt's next.
Yes.
Right, the pasty challenge is on. Ginny right now is visiting the legendary Malcolm Barnacutt. It is the best pasty in Cornwall.
We made it. 10 minutes to spare before we've got to get back to the Holt Park. I'm only 5 minutes away.
Well guys, here we are in the van. It's crazy, Sean's in the van.
I've been kidnapped.
Legit he has, I'm not joking. Ginny's over here, just chilling.
Yeah.
And we have these beautiful bad boys here. Now guys, this is the Newquay Pasty Challenge that we're going to be doing, and of course we couldn't do it without having a guest Cornishman, hence Sean. Because I know the shit I would have got in the comments if it was just me and Jill eating pasties, and people would be like, well, you know, you're not Cornish.
I'm not a pasty snob though, so
no.
I mean, you know,
all pasties are good pasties. This is a good thing. There's no such thing as a bad pasty. We're saying that there could be one pasty which some Cornishmen frown upon. But that is to be debated. I want to find out
which one that is.
I can see the deadness in his eyes when he glanced upon it.
I put them out and I felt like it's like a shot front, then there's just a turd at the end.
Yeah. It's fine.
It's fine. So we've got to test these, right? We've got to taste these and see what they're going to be like. So we're going to be no, did you know this, right? For it to be a traditional Cornish pasty, guys, it's got to have between 18 to 20 crimps. Minimum of 18, maximum of 20. And for it to be a Cornish pasty as well, obviously for you guys that don't know about this, it doesn't have carrot in. Okay, stop putting carrot in it. What do you think of carrot in a Cornish pasty?
I'll still eat it.
You still eat it? Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's food, but it doesn't belong there.
Hard and fast rules from Love Sundays. It's got to be this, and it hasn't got to have that in, and it must be this. And he's like, I'll just eat anything.
Yeah,
he's a
foodie. He's a foodie.
Straight on it.
Yeah.
So it needs to be potato, swede, and it needs to be beef, not mince, beef. Okay. Some people call it chuck steak or beef steak or whatever like that.
Yeah, that's one thing I can't have mince. Mince as a no.
Mince pie.
Yeah. Well, just like mince meat in there. It has
Just
to be.
mince meat,
Has to be meat chop. You know.
It's got to be proper. You know,
Well,
proper
we only
steak.
bought them from the shops. We're not responsible for the content. Just saying.
But that's why I got to taste them and test them. Now, you guys have asked us loads of times, right? Where's the best pasty place? Where's the best place in Newquay to get a pasty? Well, you're going to find out when we do these bad boys with a taste test. So we are going to get these guys cut open, get into it, and let's have a go.
True van life tradition. Plates don't match.
Yeah.
And the plastic.
So, a proper Cornish pasty, all the ingredients are going to be cooked inside the Cornish pasty, not separate and then put in and crimped and cooked in the oven. No, it's got to be cooked from raw inside it, which gives it that amazing flavour and texture to the pastry. The rules. Rule 1, the filling. The filling has to be pretty much damn perfect. That is the perfect kind of meat. Not mince meat, not combined mince, but actual chuck steak, as well as the right kind of veg and how it's evenly spread out. Rule 2, the pastry. It needs to be flaky. It cannot be spongy. It cannot be soft. It cannot be hard. It needs to be just perfect. And it needs to be the right amount, because Sean absolutely loves his pastry. 3 is all about the taste. Some people go bland pasties. Some people like peppery pasties. It's down to your palate, but we're looking for the best. And of course, the price. Large pasties, around about £5 each. Which one is the best value for money? So Jilly, let us have the first pastry. Can you cut it up, please, my lovely?
I can indeed. So, breakfast of champions.
Indeed. Ultimate surf fuel. Do you agree?
Pasties for breakfast. Pasties for breakfast. So.
Well, now we're going to have to view these to look inside. Let's have a look inside
If
them.
I I'm not going to be able to eat all of this.
No,
no, it's fine.
the taste
bite
there.
of it.
Yeah, it's got a bit of that. That's inside. So what we've got here, oh, you can see the big lump of steak. Got potato. Can't see much swede. It's crumbly pastry. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it. That's what it's like. So, right. Hasn't got much of a salty or peppery taste to it, does it?
No.
No. It's quite, as pasties go, it's a bit of a bland pasty.
Bit dry.
Yeah, bit dry, bit bland. But it is very bland. Okay. What would you rate that out of, let's say it's out of 5, what would you give that?
A 2.
Oh, controversial.
Controversial.
I'm gonna
That's
go-
where it's from.
I'm going to go mid-ray. I'm going to go 3 on that.
2.
For me, there's not enough colour to the pastry. Pastry's everything, okay?
Yeah.
And that is just
Is
really...
it a bit anemic?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It just, yeah. I mean, if you look at this, and
If you look at the next one that's coming up and you do the comparison.
Yeah.
that's inside. Right, okay. You may take the plates away, my dear.
Pasty number 2. Where's this one from?
Ooh, this
Well,
one
now-
already looks better.
It is, doesn't it?
Now, you see that you love that, you can see the juicy graviness has come out of it and everything. Look at that glaze, guys.
I don't know about you, but I'm finding a lot of pasties now have a lot more sort of potato and swede in
Yeah,
them
look at that.
as opposed to meat.
What's going on here?
They're, you know,
You see
inflation.
that, guys? Isn't it? Inflation. Right, let's give it a go. You ready?
Yeah. I'm going to go for the same side because normally I would always go crust first, but I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt.
Go
I'm
and
starting
fill in
this side.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Peppery. Flavour.
Yeah.
Crumbly. It's almost flaky pastry.
Yeah.
That's better.
That is 1,000 times better.
Peppery.
Yeah, that's lovely.
One out, ratings out of 5.
Oh, that's a 5 for me.
That's a 4 to me.
That's a 5 for me. That I would keep eating it if I didn't stop.
Right, stop eating this.
I might change once I try the other ones.
Yeah.
How many have we got? 1, 2, 3,
5.
5, right? So once we get to the end,
Yeah.
I might change my ratings
Right,
as
okay.
we go along.
That's all
Yeah.
right.
So far I was 2 and 4, but if the rest of these are terrible, then I might give it a 5.
Right, pasty number 3.
This looks like a big boy.
Oh, here's a big
Looks
boy.
like it's got more meat in it as well.
Whoa, look at this.
Look at it.
Oh, wow. Let's have a look, guys. Look at this.
Spill it out.
Look at that.
Oh.
Sean, what do you think of that? Was that a bounce test? Is that a thing a Cornishman does to his pasty?
Tap test. Tap test.
Tap test?
No, it's yeah.
When is that established?
The only thing I would say, maybe it's because it's a different size, because there's a lot more filling in this than
Yeah.
what was in the other ones, but the pastry looks a lot thinner.
Generically, we went for large pasties, but one in the shops only had mediums.
Yes. So one of the shops was all medium. These are all large.
And it's interesting as well to see the difference in the sizes, because they're all pretty much the same size other than that monstrosity at the end. They're all pretty much the same size, but this one looks like it's got a lot more filling in it. You know,
Yeah.
if we compare that with this one here, see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even though it's,
But even the crust's bigger and everything. The whole
Yeah.
pasty's bigger. This is the biggest pasty yet.
for me though, if I was going to a pasty shop,
Yeah.
I'd much rather have like smaller pasties and more of them, because
Yeah.
then you get more pastry.
Ah, that's interesting. Now you
But
see,
that's just me, because I like pastry. You know?
that's it. You see, now I'm going for the
So
biggest
pastry
pasty and get the
over
most
filling.
filling.
Yeah.
But the problem is as well, when you've got a really big pasty,
Yeah.
it takes a while to cool down as well.
Oh, the molten lava.
And you know, you want to just literally smash it. So-
Yeah, well, that's it, yeah. Especially after a surf or something. Right, let's have a go with this one. Ready? Oh, wow.
That's a different flavour.
These guys are not relying on pepper.
Yeah. But
Pepper.
the gravy in it's got more flavour.
It has, yeah. That's what it is. It's the gravy and everything.
That's nice. I like that.
Have you noticed how Sean takes one bite and Steve takes several? So the larger
What?
pieces of pasty that are left are generally belong to you. So if you wanted to go back for seconds,
But what I
you
would
always
say-
want to say yours.
This meat is actual. The other meat tasted crumbly. Where this one, it's actually like.
It's almost brazen.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's proper it's proper stuff, you know. It looks it's good.
Step away from the pasty.
Oh, that's beautiful. That one. That was good.
That I preferred. I like peppery pasties, right?
Yeah.
But I actually preferred that to the peppery one.
Yes, I give my pepper one a 5, and now I'm thinking maybe it should have been a 4, and this should have been a 5.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So we could change it as we go along.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
It's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was phenomenal.
This was fun. Pasties for breakfast. Pasties for breakfast.
Yes, indeed.
Right, so the next one, where's this one from? Right, okay. Again, large pasty.
That's quite a small chopping board. Do you want one of my Love Sundays ones?
That's what you need, isn't it?
This is where I make me coffee.
I've got one in the van. You can have it.
No!
Yeah,
don't do that, Sean.
I'm going to order some more anyway. So.
Oh, wicked.
If you're sure.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
There we go.
Right, okay. So, evidently this is a thing.
Right, straight away though, I hate it
Yeah.
when you get all the potato and sweet on one side
Yeah.
and the meat in the middle.
Yeah,
it needs
why?
to be evenly spread. And the reason
agree.
is because the chunks of meat are just too big.
Yeah.
You end up with it. You know, like when you bite into a pasty
Mm-hmm.
and all the meat comes out in one lump and then you're left with a hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awful. Hate
I
that.
totally agree. I totally agree. The glaze and everything looks good. It hasn't got any gravy over but spilling out the top though.
I'd say that feels a bit soggy to me.
Yeah, I'm expecting it to be. The bottom bit looks good though. I do like that bottom bit. I like a crunchy bottom and a bit of a soft. I like crunchy edges and soften them. Anyway, let's go. I'm gonna have to. If we go all the edge, it's gonna be all potato.
Straight in the middle, Steve.
Yeah.
Sean's going to have to do 2 bites on this one. Oh,
It's a different
disappointing.
flavour.
Disappointing.
Meat's dry.
Yeah, the whole pasty's dry. It's more like when you get really dry beef on your Sunday dinner, like from a carvery that's been sitting for ages.
That's got more flavour than number one,
Yeah.
but it's, yeah. That's still the worst one. The first one's still the worst. That one's the second worst.
The potato's nice though. The potato's kind of creamy.
Yeah, but you know, if we're gonna dissect it,
Yeah.
and eat it individually, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
But as a whole,
All the peppers and the potato.
I would much rather have mediocre every product and it all come together fine than have really good meat, but then everything else be terrible.
Yeah.
So, for me, that is dry and yeah. I mean, the dog would eat it. So.
Yeah. Dog would be stoked with that.
So, scores out of 5.
I'm probably just gonna go. I'm gonna go with 3 on that.
That's a 1 from me.
Do you think?
Oh!
I quite like the
And I
pepperiness.
was saving my number 1 rating for that one over there.
Oh right, no.
The last one.
Let's just be honest.
So there's one pasty which is guaranteed to ruffle a few feathers, and there's even a myth about it. Do you believe it is still made in Cornwall?
Well, apparently I think it's up near Salt Ash, where there's like the farm or whatever where all the veg and everything's grown is there. But I mean, to be honest, by law they can't call it a Cornish pasty unless it is made here. So
Yeah. So it's got to be.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh God, that looks.
You know what it looks like? It reminds me of the cat food.
yeah, it looks like
The
dog
cat
food
outside.
inside a pastry casing. Now this claims to have 80, no less than 80 folds of pastry. The misery.
Doesn't even look like a pasty, does it?
Doesn't feel like it. It's spongy.
I want to know what's happening on the inside.
Have you seen the inside? The one top about looks like dog food, guys. There we go. Right, okay. Here we go.
Everybody's just nibbling.
It tastes like when you get those really horrible mince pies that's been sitting in the fridge for ages.
And
There's a lot of pepper at the end.
And the problem with these, you always get that like film at the top of your mouth.
Grease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it there?
Yeah.
If you've ever went to one of those corner shops, you've all got them, and you go there in the corner shop and they sell those cheap pies for like £1 or something, and then you bite into it and you get this layer of white
fat.
Yeah. That's just what's coated on my house.
I've just got that pepper.
Yeah, it's afterburn, isn't it?
Yeah.
What would you rate on that?
A 0.
A 0.
Want something like that, you go to Greg's or something, don't you? And you can get like those.
Controversially said the G word.
I know, but the
Probably
thing
get demonetised now.
this is another thing as well that I was thinking.
Yeah.
Is that I really like rose sausage rolls. right?
Yeah.
And and Greg's do one as well. So it's like, I mean, I would always have the rose one anyway. Right. But what I mean is, Greg's has got its place.
Yeah.
And if you want something like that, you would go to Greg's. But at least the Greg's meat slice thing they've got, it's got a lot of gravy in it.
I think there could be a challenge coming on around 2 of this, maybe. How about Rose versus Greg's when Greg's opens up in Newquay?
Ooh, yeah.
If you want that, guys, comment down below. You want to see us, a Cornishman and an Englishman, go head to head, Greg's versus Rose.
I love it. I love it.
Well, that there's fit for...
the bin?
Yeah, I agree. Gilly, will you open the bin? And I'll tell you what, I'll do the honours. I'll open the bin. Are you ready? Pour, throw it in. And that is what we think of. Can I say the name?
I hate say that.
That's what we think of. Should we say the name?
Can.
Ginster's Pasties.
My goodness, you've just
Mic drop.
it now. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So we've got.
Here's my opinion, right? Ginster's Pasties is that it's almost made for everyone, but it's not. It's just not right.
It's not right.
It's not
right. I've got to admit, it's not right. I think if you live in, like, I don't know, you're in the middle of the country somewhere like that, and you want, I'm not even call it a pasty, you want something quick to eat, and it's cheap, and you're in a fuel service station, it could be the better of some of the worst options. It's better than packet crisps, I guess. Then again, not really. I'd rather packet crisps.
The thing is, if I was going to buy something, and I didn't live anywhere near Cornwall, and I couldn't get a pasty, I'd still not have that.
It just wasn't good, was it? Really?
No,
it just wasn't good. It was the film of Greece.
So I've got the names of the shops I bought the pasties from. Okay. So if I just put them on the table, and then I know
are we doing this individually, or do you want to?
No, you have
should we agree on it?
Yeah, as a team.
Yeah, I'd agree.
So you've got Pete Morris, and then there's a Warren's Bakery, and then there's a Malcolm Barneycuts, and then there's a Coffee and Pastry, which is a shop in town.
Okay. Right, so Warren's is the first one I had. That's what I think.
Is that the first one?
Yeah, that's number one.
That's Warren's, right? Okay.
Don't worry, I haven't flipped them down.
I would agree.
I
would agree.
But the only reason why I've said that is because of what you said about controversial, and obviously Warren's is everywhere. The only other one I would think is Malcolm Barneycuts. But
best not be, because Malcolm Barneycuts, I do love him Barneycuts, and all the locals in Newquay go there because it's notoriously famous for locals enjoying that. And if I said that was it, they'll lynch me.
Well, I like
it how out in Newquay with pitchforks.
I like it how it's teamwork, but Sean's just decided pasty number one's from Warren's.
It's fine. He could be saving my neck from the noose. So Sean, you can have a go on this one. He's the Cornishman at the end of the day.
Right.
So, right. So we're saying that Warren's. You know why I think that could be Warren's? Because the meat was like, it felt like mincemeat that kind of was clumped together and formed to make it into a fake steak.
Yeah.
You know, and a mass.
It's like filled with little burgers.
Yeah, like what a mass company would do, you know, rather than a small business. Okay, that's number 2. Now, I like number 2 was a nice.
Number 2 was my top, but then number 3 took it.
Yes.
So for me, I think. I mean, what do you think? Because I think
number 2 was going to be Pete Morris.
Okay.
No.
It doesn't really matter what you think. It's whatever
Pete
Sean
Morris.
says.
What do you think?
I think number 3 was Malcolm Barneycuts.
That's what I think. Yeah, I think number 2 Pete Morris, number 3 Malcolm Barneycuts,
and then the last one is that
coffee and pasty.
Right, put your little tickets in situ,
So
and then
these guys.
I shall reveal the results.
Boom. Right.
Are you happy?
Let's see how good we know our
Do
pasty.
you need to phone a friend? Go 50-50. Are you happy with your end results?
Let's have it.
Right, okay. So, pasty number 1. This one here.
Yeah.
So this one I said, ooh, when you weren't too keen on it, this is my favourite pasty shop in the world. Pete Morris.
No! God, please, no! No!
This is Pete Morris.
No!
Now, I do like a steak and Stilton from Pete's. That's my go-to.
Yeah.
But that I don't think I've ever had a traditional Cornish pasty from Pete's, because I always get the steak and Stilton. So.
Ooh, sorry, Pete.
Yeah. So number 1. Number 2. That.
Can we, now that we know what number 1 is, can we move them around?
Yeah, I think
because if that's the case, I'd
that
say
one
that's Warren's.
I'll say that's Warren's.
If you want to.
But who's going to leave us? It's going to leave us.
If you want to.
Right, okay, let's go, because that Warren's, that definitely doesn't deserve to be Warren's. So Pete Morris is there. So
Right.
I'd say I'd say.
Okay, you want to go with that one?
You happy?
Okay.
So pasty number 2 did actually come from Warren's.
This is the one.
Warren's, I'm so sorry. I judged you, and I shouldn't have.
What?
Don't worry.
Warren's.
Before this video goes out, Sean, you will be seeing the full undisclosed edit because we do not want to see anything you don't want to see.
No, it's fine.
It's
Right. So that number 3, number 3 is spot on.
Okay.
Malcolm
Barnacle.
Judge a book by its cover, right?
Yeah.
This is where it is. Yeah.
So number 3, that's correct. It's Malcolm
Barnacle.
Which is what I said was my favourite.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, definitely.
£5 massive steak pasty. It just does you for breakfast, dinner until tea time.
Yeah.
Especially if you bike ride from here along there and back. So the last one, you actually did get that one right now. You've changed it over.
So it was the pasty.
Coffee. I'm sure it's called
pastry.
Coffee and Pastry, and it's a little shop. I'm sure it's
pastry.
next to Fantastic.
So
in town.
considering that's quite a small business,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
in comparison, that was better than that one.
Yeah, I would have said this one because it has the peppery after kick and the potato was creamy and stuff.
Yeah.
That I like. Yeah, although the pasty, it could be laid out better inside. I think, because like you said, it was all in the middle, just the meat and the potato on the side of it.
Yeah.
I think that needs to be mixed up a bit more inside of there.
That's what let that down a lot.
That's what it is. And I think also it just lacked like the ones that like this one here had the gravy inside, and this one here, these two had gravy, didn't they?
What did you rate the Warren's one?
The orange one, originally I give that a 4.
Was it?
Yeah, I give it a 4. No, did I give it a 5? No, I give it a 5. Then I
gave
changed
it
it
a 5
to 4.
because then you wanted to change it.
Yeah,
because of
that was
one.
the 5. Yeah, after I tried Malcolm's, I was like, boom! I knew it.
Did you know that was Malcolm's when you
I
tasted it?
No, until when I got the flavour, it was just a better flavour, and I love Malcolm's, and I thought that's what it could be.
Let me just ask a question, right? Based on the quality, and obviously the Malcolm's has got more meat in it. Obviously, you said that they were all medium, but one of them was a large.
No, all large, only one medium.
All
Warren's
large.
was the medium.
Right, okay.
Apart from the
any large
turd on the
available.
end.
Price-wise, which is the best value for money?
So this was £5.
Yeah.
Warren's was
$4.35.
Malcolm Barnacuts.
£5. About $4.85, I think that one
So
was.
they're all around about the £5.
Yeah, so Malcolm's.
Malcolm's.
You've got more meat in that as
Yeah.
well.
I would say
for the same price.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, look at the size. You're talking about your pastry, right? You got your favourite thing, pastry, lots of it. Got my favourite thing, filling, lots of it. For the price of it and
Ticks
everything
every
like that.
box, doesn't it?
It does tick all the boxes.
And it's golden as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got the oozy gravy bits out the side of it and
Yeah, that's
everything.
what you
And
want.
yeah, and the meat was good. Like I said, when we pulled that meat apart, it was like it was
And it was decent meat as well.
It was decent meat.
So I think the moral of the story is
Yeah.
you can't judge a pasty on how much you pay if they're pretty much all the same price, right? And I have said that I'm not a pasty snob, but to be fair, if I'd eaten that, I would have been really disappointed. Like just say you're on your lunch break at work or whatever, and you're like, I'm going to get a pasty, and you get that. I probably wouldn't eat it.
Yeah, I'm let down because I've had his pasties quite a few times. They've been really nice, and I'm a little bit let down after that one. It's but I think when you put them head to head against a giant like Malcolm Barnacuts, who clearly knocked it out of the park, and then Warren's. I mean, how did Warren's beat Pete Morris? Yeah.
But places like these guys, they're going to make them in house, and if they've got more than one shop, then obviously one might be really good and the other one might not be.
Yeah, well, Pete Morris, these have got a butchers. They're in St. Colin Major, the one of the oldest pasty manufacturers. When I was in the shop, there was a guy in front of me buying a box for £40 to take home with him.
Yeah. Because you can freeze them when you take them home.
People clearly love them and stuff like that. So definitely try it. It might not the thing about taste is it's palate.
Yeah.
I think what we've got to go off here really is the type of meat that's in there, which is the best kind of meat. The flavour in the gravy, the pastry, all those things. And I think where the Pete Morris let us down was it just lacked, and it's just on a few things.
It's anemic but dry. Work that out.
Yeah. Anemic, dry.
It's not cooked long enough, but it's dry.
Yeah.
So it was cooked too. Yeah.
The
Ginsters was at number 5.
Yeah.
That's in the bin.
But we're not including that.
Yeah. This is where
You can't even call that a pasty.
So let's say Ginsters at number 5. So number 4 is Pete Morris at number 4.
Yeah.
And
I feel like
then
it's the top of the pops countdown
at
here.
number 3, coffee and pastry.
Yeah.
At number 2,
Warren's.
who that was just a curveball straight left field. That
Wasn't expecting that.
not at all. And then at number 1 Malcolm Barnacuts, you, my good friend, or good pasty shop, are number one pasty shop in Newquay, in my opinion. Would you rate it number one in Newquay, or do you think there needs to be more discovery done?
Needs to be more discovery.
That's only 5 pasties out of the zillion of shops.
And you can't judge a pasty by just one trip.
This is true. This is true. This is true.
Never judge a pasty by one bite.
Well,
That's discrimination.
I've had at least, I'm not going to say how many of these I've had, as you can tell, but I've had quite a few of these this year, and they all do come out the best.
They do, they do. Yeah.
Right, okay, guys, that is the best pasties in Newquay. So if you're in Newquay, you need to head off to these places, check them all out, try the pasty challenge yourself, and tag us in your pasty challenges. Let us know what you think of them. Tag Sean in them as well. Tell him if he's right or wrong, what your thoughts are on that. Of course, you can check out Love Sundays. His link is down below in the description.
Somewhere?
Yeah, somewhere like that. Down there. You can definitely do that. And guys, like, subscribe, comment, and we'll hope to see you in the next one from Two Surfers in a Van and Love Sundays. We out. Peace.